Good day everyone. I am RODANTE and RELOX. I'm a student from San Roque, Calatrava, Romblon. I will be presenting my research proposal entitled Mediating Variables Between Parental Involvement and the Performance of Students in Mathematics. This research will be conducted to explain the reasons behind the relatively poor academic performance of students from rural schools as compared to the academic performance of students from more developed schools. Taking aside the difference between the commodities the students enjoy between private and public schools, the students from public schools across the Philippines have different performance on different subjects. Gathering and analyzing data to ascertain facts about this problem is the essence of this study. The Department of Education Division of Romblon conducts annual numeracy tests for elementary school students. The surprisingly low passing rate on the numeracy test conducted on October of 2021 in Josepina Petalino Malayo Elementary School prompted the proponent to look for possible interventions on the mathematics performance of the students in grades 1 to 3. The results included a 61.36% numeracy rate for addition and 34.09% for subtraction participated by grades 1, 2, and 3. 53.33% in multiplication participated by grades 2 and 3, and 0% passing rate for division participated by grade 3 students. Numeracy test supports the idea that education should start at home according to Kali Bayalil and Thomas in 2019. Numerous studies have highlighted the role of the school and the teachers in the students' education and academic performance. Parental involvement is an aspect that is most of the time forgotten. MPS in mathematics of the students enrolled in grades 1 to 3 from 2019 to 2021 in order are 68.77%, 77.37%, and 84.32%. The MPS in school year 2020 to 2021 is taken on modular setting during the COVID-19 pandemic, where students are in their home rather than in the school. Parental involvement on academic performance have been conducted, and the difference for this study is that this study will identify the mediating variables and how they affect students' academic performance. Identifying mediating variable is important in creating a suitable intervention. These mediating variables will help in modeling out how each variables affect the student's performance and predict how the performance will be if the parents change their approach towards their children's education. This study will revolve around the human capital theory by Baker in 1975, where humans are stated like capitals of businesses where you invest and receive returns. Similar to the investing financial capital to improve a certain fast food chain and increase its economic value, spending on healthcare, lectures, and training will improve an individual's health, further one's knowledge, and hone one's skills, and therefore increase their value. Similarly, parents may view their children the same way and invest only the children will be the ones to primarily earn the returns. Parental involvement serves as the independent variable. Motivation, resources, discipline, and housework will be the mediating variables, and the academic performance in mathematics will serve as the dependent variable. The objectives are: number 1, to identify the mediating variables between parental involvement and students' performance in mathematics. Number 2, to analyze the magnitude of the effects of the mediating variables on students' performance. The difference in parental involvement has no significant effect on the students' performance in mathematics. The results of this study will highlight the important role of the family, especially the parents, in creating a better learning environment for their children. This study will also benefit the students by identifying their limiting factors and will benefit the teaching staff of Josepina Pitalino Malayo Elementary School. This will also help in creating the foundations in identifying which factors are affecting other subjects. The respondents of the study will be limited to the primary grade level students of Josepina Pitalino Malayo Elementary School during the academic year 2021 to 2022 and their parents. The causal comparative or quasi-experimental research design will be used in this investigation. The causal comparative research design is more suited since the study's objective is to determine the causes and the effects. Quantitative data will be collected for this study. The proponent will formulate a questionnaire for parents on their point of view and position on the education of their children. Secondary data will also be used for this study, which is the numeracy test result to be administered to grades 1, 2, and 3. The questionnaire will include a confidentiality and anonymity clause. The research will take place at Josepina Pitalino Malayo Elementary School, where the proponent works as a teacher. This will run from January through March 2022. The population for this research will include students enrolled grades 1, 2, and 3 at Josepina Pitalino Malayo Elementary School, as well as their parents. The proponent will have two sets of three-part questionnaires to collect the data for this research. First group is for respondents who are parents. The second set of surveys will be sent to students in grades 1, 2, and 3. Each section will be comparable to the previous set except for Part 3, which will have the same premise but will include comments about how kids perceive their parents' engagement rather than the parents' assertion. This research will need the result of the numeracy exam. However, if the result is not available from the DepEd Division Office of Romblon, the proponent will consider giving a test that will serve as the foundation for student performance in mathematics. The questions included in the questionnaire will be subjected for the approval of the advisor and the thesis writing professor. The questionnaires used in this study will be validated. The surveys will be given to all respondents after validation. The first round of surveys will be sent to parents, and the second round will be distributed to students. After respondents have completed their questions, the questionnaires will be collected and the data tallied. The questionnaire responses will be tallied independently from their children's numeracy exam results. Correlational and regression analysis of the acquired data will be performed. Microsoft Office Excel will be used for this study for tabulation and summarization of gathered data. Respondents will have the freedom to opt out of his study at any point. They will be informed of all relevant information regarding this study, including the purpose of conducting this study before they are asked to answer any questionnaire. The expected output of this study is the resulting data of the analysis of the academic performance of students in mathematics with regards to their parents' level of involvement. This data may be used for similar studies on different subjects or for formulating action plans to bridge the gap in performance.